Redemption Church. Yes, sir. Tell them where you start.
Amen. Thanks.
And where you from?
Amen. I'm originally, I moved up to Cedar Rapids around about 4 years ago. Back in around about maybe 2005. Redemption is not my first church. I've been pastor Redemption now for, let's say, a little over, maybe going to 3 years now. My first church, we started my first church in Memphis, and we started in a beauty shop. We had to, as you said, that was said prior, we had to break down the hair dryers and the hair products and put the hair stuff up and cover the mirrors and all of those things. And we started church. And the great thing about that particular time is during that particular time, I had to believe that God was able. Amen. See, it's a difference when you have people support you, but it's a difference, and it's another thing when you have people saying it's not going to work. And you have to believe God in spite of the circumstance and the situation. And I believe that when we would get in there, we would sing, the presence of God would come in, God would allow me to preach. So I started the ministry with about 6 people, and 3 of them was my family. So 3 of them didn't have a choice. But I want to encourage this ministry, and I want to encourage all of you. If God called you to do something, don't be weary in well-doing. I wish I had a witness somewhere. Don't be weary in well-doing, because in due season, you will reap if you faint not. See, everybody can shout over due season, but it's the in-between or the transition. Yes. So I want to encourage you not for due season, but I want to encourage everybody, a part of this ministry, and those that are abroad. I want to encourage you in the middle of transition that you don't give up. In transition that you keep your tenacity, keep your integrity, and not compromise, and believe God for the best. And when you see the worst, I think I need to rewind that. I want you to believe God when you see the worst. Believe God for the best. Because if you really tell the truth, it ain't the first time that your back has really been up against the wall. Any witnesses anywhere? I'm trying to tell you, and as I release the mic, I'm trying to tell you that in transition, God revealed himself. And I preached today, Pastor, that I found God in the fire like the 3 Hebrew boys. See, a lot of us try to find God in the calm or the quiet places. But if I got 3 people in here, you know that you found God with elbows on your I want to encourage you that even though you're going through the fire or going through a transitional period, God is still there. Watch this. When you can't see his hand, you have to trust his plan. Y'all with me?
I need this encouragement. Amen.
Would you just prophetically do this? Lay your right hand on your neighbor and say, neighbor, keep going. Keep going. Regardless of what you see, regardless of what's in front of you, regardless of what you came out of, forget your background, forget your past, keep going. Touch another one, man. You got the wrong one. Touch another one and say, keep going. Keep going. A lot of us are discouraged by some of the things that we see, and a lot of times what we need, we don't need to fall out in the floor. We don't need no great grand church service. Sometimes we need just somebody to say, keep going. Are y'all in here? Even in the beauty shop, let me tell you what I learned in the beauty shop. If you're faithful over a few things, at this table right here, I was waiting out. If you are faithful over a few things, God will make you ruler over many. And one thing that the beauty shop taught me, Pastor, is even though now our church seats about 125, and now we get to the point now that we're putting out chairs. That's good and fine, but it does not make me arrogant because I remember the beauty shop. When you believe God, when you're believing God, and watch this, I'm not talking about when you're doing stuff on your own, because anybody can be inspired to do something, but when God tells you to do something, watch this, I found out when I know now how I can discern or decipher when I'm speaking and God's speaking. Because when I'm speaking, it's something that I can do on my own. When God tells you to do something, it seems to be unbearable. It seems like there's no possible way that I can do this. But I guarantee, touch the person in front of you, say you're the right person for the job. You're the right person for the job. Let me let you know, God, watch this. God works. I'm done when I say this. God works. I don't know, Pastor, I don't say that God works in mysterious ways, because God said God works in a order, a plan. God is not mysterious. Because if God was mysterious, why does He want you to know Him? I wish I could say that again. God uses what we will call small, insignificant. Watch this. The reason that all of us is here, because He took time and took 12 people with Him and showed them what to do, and we are all here by the gospel. You don't need favor with everybody. You just need favor with the right people. Amen. I decree right now over this ministry. If you're in love with this ministry, lift your hands. Everybody that came with me, lift your right hand. I decree right now that the favor of God will be on this ministry like never before. God help me here. I feel the Spirit of God. I decree it right now that favor would overtake this man and woman of God. That favor, that they would have to move and find another place, because the favor of God is getting ready to hit them like never before, because they have been faithful over a few things. God is getting ready to make them ruler over many. I decree it and declare it. Now everybody believe it in this house. Clap your hands and thank God. Open your mouth and clap your hands. Lord.